Hi, Zizaran here, and in this video we are going to be going over the hidden notables with the new prismatic oil that they have added for the upcoming 325 League. Now, we do not yet know that much about the rarity and stuff like that, and they will be dropping from blight maps, but we do not yet know how difficult it is to acquire these, but they have added a new type of oil. So, we are going to go over all the hidden notables in this video. Also, it is important to note that we have lost the ability to anoint things like beef, all the like wisdom nodes and like int, strength, dex, all gone. We can't anoint those anymore because they have run out of oil combinations. So I'm a little bit worried I will miss some. And these are not hidden notables. They are like the super ascendancy thing from the Uber with the red and blue jewel. But these are some of the old ones. Tranquility. So prismatic, silver, and golden. Transfiguration of soul is very good. It increases in reduction to max CS applied to spell damage. And there is like, there's one for each type, basically. So we'll go through those. I'll go around a few times, make sure I don't miss anyone. Chaos resistance is doubled, making it a lot easier to chaos res cap. Definitely can come in handy for some builds that use a lot of uniques and stuff, but the anoint slot is so potent, like especially with things like Whispers of Doom, like you do have to compete with the best, right? Let's see, are there any other around the edge that aren't the ascendancy things? We have Aspect of Stone, 20% chance to avoid physical damage from hits. You know, respectable. That is quite a lot of mitigation. And then we have Tenacity, Transfiguration of Body. That's the life one, and there is a mana one as well. Persistence, -1 physical damage taken from hits per level. I don't understand minus flat taken enough, because I don't know if it's before or after scaling. So I don't know how effective it actually is, because if it's just 110 minus flat, you know, it's not that interesting. But if it's after armor and everything, and if the hit is already, let's say, down to like 300 and that makes it 200, then it's pretty big. So I wish I knew the math a bit more on that one. Crusader, Transfiguration of Mind. These are all very strong, all of those, like the outer ones there. I think that's all the outer ones listed there, and then I think there's some here. So let's start looking at those. 15% Chaos Pen, definitely decent. I mean, it is a cheaper one, assuming the prismatic isn't crazy rare. 16 spell damage, 14 flat DS, 25% mana regen, and 30 int. And 30 int too is like, it's all of that, right? So your offering skills do not require a corpse. This one's really, really cool in my opinion, because you do not need to desecrate. I really like it. Honestly, really like it. Now, it does just save you some quality of life and sockets, but I quite like it. Rising Tempest, 10% increased effect of non-damaging ailments per ailment you've inflicted already. I wonder, will that work with the new Warden node? Should I stop talking? You can apply up to 50 shocks. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's just assume that won't work. Yeah, let's stop talking. Let's not like have what happened to the taming happen in that node. Knowledge Barrier, 6% increased energy shield recharge for each different mastery. Not a big fan of recharge rate. Mixed munitions, cooldown recovery. So this is basically good on the like seismic trap, flamethrower trap that have a cooldown and charges, and then you're using mines in addition to supplement that. So that could be interesting. Incorporeal, elusive on you reduces in effect 50% slower and is removed from you at 20% effect, so you don't have to suffer through elusive when it's at that really bad effect. So what seems like a downside on the second line is an upside too. And it is just stays higher for longer. Tinctures of 40% increased effect while at or above 10 stacks of mana burn. 40% increased effect is a lot. 12 life, 16 proj, 30 dex. So I guess this is a way of giving us a stat anoint for our amulet for builds that desperately need stats, but also giving us more stuff so you're not just anointing beef. Honestly, I really like that approach. It's really good in my opinion. I do hope that prismatic is cheap enough that they are usable though, because this is still like, if prismatic is expensive anyway, then you're not solving the problem. Selective precision, first and final shot of barrage sequence, fire projectiles that return to you. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't play that type of build enough. Vine Spike Cordial, inflicting a grasping vine with fewer than 8. But you do have to have a life flask, so it's Pathfinder only. Now, there is a completely broken combo with this. Are they called inexorable? Inexorable Fate. All damage inflicts poison against enemies affected by at least 3 grasping vines. And there is an enchant too with grasping vine stuff. So I personally think this is going to be the single strongest thing during the league. That's my like early prediction, I guess. I think it's going to be completely broken. I think we're going to see Penance Brand with like Giga cast speed and some other builds, maybe some other brands, maybe Stormbrand, just be completely broken because Inexorable Fate is so strong because not only do you not need chance to poison, right? It's not that you all damage can inflict poison. This is all damage will inflict poison. And that is a very big distinction. The can always confuses people because they think they don't need chance. But with this, you do not need chance. So it is incredibly strong. They are an evasion base. Huge, because it means you can get suppression. Not on these, but through the mastery. 100 life, 30 movement speed. Crazy. So they are incredibly good. Hardened Scars, this is a really good ascendancy for Pathfinders. Life recovery from flask and less damage over time taken. With this, it's very, very hard to die to damage over time. I don't think there's any in the middle here hiding. Deliberate Brutality. Impales, you inflict gain 50% increased effect once 1 second of duration has expired. I guess that's good for boss fights? Maybe it's good with Impaler? I really don't know. I don't know. Jagged Wounds, 20% increased maximum total life recovery per second from leech if you've dealt a critical strike recently. That is good. If you're crit and leeching. And like Slayer over leech. I can see people using this. King of the Hill, 20% chance for your used retaliation skills to remain usable and not consume a cooldown. Without looking into retaliation skills, I know Garatha is, and we're most likely going to do a collab together for retaliation skills. This does seem kind of mandatory for retaliation skills for mapping. And maybe for single target. Dude, do you know, I kind of wish POB just had like all of the secret ones in like an area. Just like here, like secret notables. So you didn't have to like look around because they don't need to be anywhere in particular. Actually, I'm going to suggest that. I'm going to suggest that they just have like a secret notables area. You can like hover through all of them instead of trying to find them. Sion's Ambition. Strike skills which target additional enemies can do so from 40% further away. Adaptive Steel. 5% chance to defend with double your body armor for each time you've been hit by an enemy recently. Decent, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like there are better anoints. Same as the int and dex one, definitely usable. 8 minimum range, and minimum range can't be consumed, but yeah, it will be always there. So that is interesting. Depends what other rage stuff you're doing. Might be some fun combos with that. Wood, Stone, and Spell. 10% increased effect of Arcane Surge on you per summon totem. So if you get 6 totems, honestly, this one's huge. This one is huge. Beacon of Hope, 80% increased area of effect of aura skills. Can be really huge for aura bots. However, they usually have to do something like Charisma or Reservation one. So it is competing with that. Maybe it should have some effect too. But no Reservation. Conk Ground you create also grants 50% reduced duration of damaging elements on you. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. And I think that is all the secret notables that we have. Hope you guys enjoyed going through the new secret notables with me. A lot of them are decent, especially depending on rarity and cost of the prismatic one. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching all the videos. I hope you guys are enjoying all the 325 content. Thanks for watching and sub if you liked the video. But more importantly, try to die less than I do.